truly am. Today is March 8th, 2024, and Akira Toriyama, the king of shonen and the king of manga, the king of anime, has passed yesterday. Well, March 1st. He was like the Michael Jackson of art. Not everything was good, and most of it was the best thing you could ever experience in your life. We are now in a world without Akira Toriyama. Everything's different. Nothing will ever be the same. I know so many people are hurt. So many people, the whole world is crying right now. This is like, I don't want to compare deaths because that's so weird, but this is like the Michael Jackson death of the 2020s. This hits hard. This hurts, truly. I remember the first time I was introduced to Dragon Ball Z. I was in my cousin's house playing Budokai Tenkaichi 2. At the time, I didn't know the name of it. I just knew who was this really buff guy that I can punch and kick and teleport and fly. What's this thing around him? What's this? Every time he screams, he just changes color. It's like, that's the first time I was introduced to Akira Toriyama's work. And then I remember on Nickelodeon or some channel, I'm not sure, but it was either Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, probably even Adult Swim. But Dragon Ball Z Kai, I think it was called, that would used to come on, and I would just watch it relentlessly. I remember one episode where it was Frieza. It was Frieza, and he came back to kill. Just seeing him pick up Krillin, just pick him up and explode him, I was devastated. And then Goku turning Super Saiyan, that changed a lot. I remember in art class, I used to make comics, and a lot of times while making comics, I would just draw Goku from memory. I wish I still had the papers, but I lost those in damage. To this day, I still play and watch Dragon Ball. And then he was just about to come out with Dragon Ball Daima, which is probably by the time you see this has already came out. And I don't want to throw shade, but Akira Toriyama is way more impactful than Walt Disney. I don't mean that. You might be like, well, that's kind of a stretch. But when you think about everything he's done, Walt Disney and Akira Toriyama is on the same level. They are the same, just different time periods. It's like he was 68 when he passed, 68 years ago. He was either born in 1966 or 1960. He was born 1960 something. And I'm pretty sure that's around the time Walt Disney died. So it's like there's some type of gap of greatness. It's like every 40 years, something new and great comes out. Someone new and amazing. A lot of people might not get this, might not understand at all. And it's okay. If you don't understand, I'm not here to force you to understand. I don't want to inflict, I don't want to force pain onto you. I don't want to, I don't want to do that. Especially since Akira Toriyama was, for the most part, happy. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to draw some type of art. I couldn't think. I was so blinded today that on my way to school, I was taking the bus. I was so out of my mind that I left my book bag. You might be like, "Oh, that's nothing," but I'm not a forgetful person at all. Not really. No, not at all. So the fact that I lost something so large and goes on my back, my mind had to been so cluttered. It was just Akira Toriyama. The minute I heard the news, I was like, "You're lying. There's no way Akira Toriyama dies. He's like God. He's supposed to be alive forever." I I made this. I drew him from memory since you know, like you don't know, but I used to always like I used to always check out where I am as an artist by drawing by memory. And I know Goku is that character that I always would love to draw from memory because he's always in my head. So I just drew him in my style. Goku. I know Ichiro Oda and all those other creators of big mangas and animes like Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, all those friends that he had are so hurt. The artists, the animators, the Toyota, I forgot his name, but he's working on Dragon Ball Super, and all the voice actors that probably didn't even get to see him, but just he knew them. All the fans. You don't even have to be a fan. It's like one of those things where you're like, dang. It's like a legend just fell. It fell, and it was so random. Everything was going good. Everything was fine. He died from a brain thing. It was like blood overlapping in his brain. And it's so scary because it's like you start to think about your own mortality and how no matter how good you are, you still have to die at the end of the day. Well, at the end of the life. It's like, no matter how good you do, it's just like, you still gotta go. So why not do the best that you can do so you can be known as a legend like Akira Toriyama? I don't know, probably not like Akira Toriyama, but definitely you could be like Akira Toriyama. I missed this morning after, forgetting my book bag and getting off the bus to go get my book bag. I had to walk to school in the rain, and it takes me like 25 minutes to make it to the school. It's 7:10 and class starts at 7:30. I knew I wouldn't make it, but it's just like, just thinking like Goku. That's all. That always helped. Thinking that I'm a Super Saiyan, thinking that I'm a warrior, pure of heart. The, just thinking that I'm Goku. Just, it really makes you feel invincible. After walking as fast as I could with Goku and his words running through my mind, I made it in 10 minutes instead of 25 with time to spare, and I still ate breakfast. I know that might sound like, I don't know how it might sound. I just know I did it, I made it, and it was because Akira Toriyama. I wouldn't be an artist without Akira Toriyama. I wouldn't be as devoted to Cartoon Network if it wasn't Akira Toriyama. I remember going to the library and getting Dragon Ball Z Super on DVD, and it was just the first 12 episodes, and I would just watch it relentlessly because I didn't have cable at one point. And it was just like, we only had one channel. It was like the news channel. I remember I had Xbox 360. I still got it. I don't have the DVDs because I gotta turn it in to the library. But after reading those out, I would just watch it relentlessly. Just watching him go Super Saiyan God for the first time, and hearing this new guy named Beerus and his angel Whis. It was like I felt like I was missing something. But then I remembered that I did watch Dragon Ball when I was younger, and I only missed one arc, and that was the Boo arc. I recently watched it. I really love it. But knowing that, I don't know what this video is supposed to accomplish. I just want to put all my thoughts into a video, since I cried all night last night, and then this morning I woke up crying because I was like, man, today's a really nice day. The sun hasn't even shined yet, but you could tell the air is nice. And then as soon as you gain consciousness of last night, it came to me, and I was like, there's no way that he's really dead. I'm gonna check my phone. And then just all news headlines from like hours ago was just Akira Toriyama dead at 68, Akira Toriyama dead at 68. And And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't even know how to end this video. It's just, I would love to keep going on and on about how Akira Toriyama changed lives. But I can't, because then I'll be here for hours. You just gotta say, thank you. Thank you for changing our lives. Thank you for changing the earth. Thank you for changing art. Thank you for changing pop culture. Thank you for changing the universe.